What's going on in ITD Academy? We are back with Natasha, and in this video of our Ramadan series, actually it's called Ramadan. I keep on saying it like a white person, Ramadan, but it's Ramadan. Anyway, besides the point, completely off topic. But in this video, we're going to be talking about hydration, and I'm going to share a few experiences that I've personally had because I feel like I tried to approach it in like a certain manner, but even then there's a lot that I end up missing, and Natasha's going to come through with the science and the bars to come help fix all of that. So personally, I try having a jug that I always carry around. It's 2.2 liters, Walmart, $4.99 if anyone's wondering.
Shameless plug.
But I try drinking about 4 liters a day when I am consistent. As of right now, I probably wouldn't be as consistent. I'm probably 2 to 3 liters. But even then, I would feel like I'm drinking enough water, but I always felt like I wasn't fully hydrated. And I would try to eat a certain type of way. I would try to eat clean. But whenever it came to practicing or training, I always felt thirsty. And then especially afterwards, I think a good test is always to see if you're peeing clear. And even though I was peeing clear, there'd be times where I wouldn't. And I'm like, I didn't understand why, just because I'd be drinking a ton of water. But at the same time, caffeine is also something that I'm highly addicted to. That kind of keeps my motor going, keeps my brain processing at the level that I want it to, especially when it's a second workout in the day.
Yeah.
So I guess my question leading into this would be, hydration when it comes to Ramadan is always the trickiest thing, because when you're trying to stuff your face with food and you're thinking about all the calories that you've missed out on and are starving from. Now, if you drink water, you just feel like you're already full and you don't know how to approach it. Should I drink more water because it's good for me, or should I eat more because I haven't ate food all day? So how would that kind of be approached?
How would that be approached? Well, I guess some simple facts about hydration, just to give some context, is we are 60% water. That's a lot of water. Mm-hmm. It is the medium that everything travels through our body. So nutrients in and to your muscles and organs, waste out. So it lubricates your joints, helps with digestion, helps with blood pressure and sleep. And there are new studies that show that even a 1 to 2% dehydration can affect cognitive function and performance. So making sure that you're hydrated will be the cheapest and simplest way to make Ramadan just more enjoyable.
Yeah.
In terms of when to have the water, should you have water instead of food? Definitely, I would say a little bit of water first. Mm-hmm. Because it's going to help with digestion. I wouldn't try to chug a bunch of water while you're eating, because it can change the pH level in your stomach so that it might slow down digestion. So try to have the water and then eat and then have some water.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how when we break our fast, they say it's sunnat, which is a religious thing, to have water first and dates. So we typically start off with a glass of water and a date. And then we chow down to our meal.
Yeah. I guess for the hydration is just to be smart about it. A lot of people think they're hydrated because they're physically consuming the water. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that it's getting into the cell wall, into the organs where we need it.
Yeah.
So oftentimes people will aim to have clear pee, but that doesn't mean you're hydrated. It just means that you're diluting everything and it's just coming out clear.
So even if it's clear, it doesn't always mean that you're hydrated.
On a cellular level, no, it depends, really. So since we live in the prairie provinces in Canada, our soil is pretty depleted in the minerals needed to pull the water into our cells. So one easy hack that you could do is sprinkle a little bit of sea salt in your water to help pull the water into the cells when you do drink it.
And how much, because there's going to be a lot of brown people watching this, myself included. I'll probably re-watching and be like, what did Natasha say again? But when it comes to salt, a lot of people try not to gain weight from sodium, like water weight.
Right.
And I think that's an additional fear that some people have. It's not that big for athletes, but when it gets to the day-to-day person during Ramadan, they're typically wondering, okay, am I having too much salt? Because we always get told in like the bodybuilding world, especially, like, don't have so much chicken because it has high in sodium. At least that's what I've heard. And I feel like if I'm thinking it, I feel like there's probably other people thinking it as well. So how much sodium, how much salt should we add to our water, would you say?
Right. And so sodium is just one of many electrolytes that helps with that fluid dynamic in your body. And it's not that we don't want any sodium or lots of potassium. It needs to all be in balance. It's like a concert, and every mineral has its role. If there is an electrolyte balance, that's where you can get the puffiness, like you notice the edema, you notice that your face is puffy or your pants just fit tighter even though you haven't eaten more or gained any weight. So that fluid dynamic might just be because you're lacking water, because that's what dilutes it. And in terms of salt, I wouldn't do typical table salt. I would do like a pink sea salt, a Himalayan sea salt, good quality, because that's going to have, yes, the sodium, but all the other minerals in there that your nervous system, heart, and muscles need to beat properly.
Yeah.
But it's also going to balance out the fluid dynamic. So that's also where a lot of blood pressure medication will play with where the water is. Sometimes it's not in the organs where it should be. It just pulls it outwards, and that's where the puffiness can come in.
That makes a lot of sense.
So a little, like a pinch of sea salt.
And is that in each glass of water or just once?
I would just say the first one, because eating tasty food, you're probably getting lots of sodium. But you want to get the nutrient profile, the minerals. So yeah, just a pinch of salt.
So pinch of salt. Would it be beneficial to do it like right before we start our fast? So say at like 4 or 5 a.m. right before, as we're preparing for the day of the fast. Would that be a better time, or would it be better right after you break your fast?
Either one, really, whichever one works best for your schedule, because your body can do a lot with that water over those 24 hours. So if every day at least one of your drinks have a little bit of sea salt in it, then you should be good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for enlightening us with the proper hydration and stuff, because to me, I'm always trying to understand how to actually stay hydrated throughout the day, because obviously fasting is one thing, but not being able to have water while you're fasting is a whole different type of fast. So I think that's what scares a lot of people of trying to fast the Muslim way, just because the water aspect. But it's definitely beneficial when you understand it, and at least you know the process of how to go about it and what things will actually set you up for success in a way.
Yeah, and so 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. That's a lot. And knowing that even 1% can affect how your body functions. So it's not so much whether you fast or not, it's just making sure that on a day-to-day basis, your body is getting the water, getting the minerals, and it's hydrated, so it can just kind of slide right into Ramadan and be resilient and be able to handle it. Yeah, and even like the caffeine stuff.
Yeah.
Do you drink coffee to stay awake?
So like.
Or pre-workout or.
Definitely pre-workout, definitely caffeine. It all depends, but typically what I would do is I would have a date, some water, hit my pre-workout, and then go train with KB or go train before I ate a lot of food. Because I know the moment I eat way too much, then I'm probably not going to feel like I want to work out. And I would also bring snacks like a fig bar and my water jug. So that way, at least while I'm working out, I'm trying to get some water and stay a little bit hydrated. And it's easier to actually drink a little bit more water while you're working out than it is to just be sitting around a table with food in front of you. So
okay,
that's the approach.
Because yeah, even caffeine, whether it's pre-workout, coffee, tea, all of those can play into the net hydration of your body. So there's different studies, but anywhere between 1 glass of water to 3 glasses of water to cancel 1 cup of caffeine.
Say that again? I mean, I'm sure the camera's got it, but that just kind of flew over my head a little bit.
So some studies show that you need 1 cup of water to cancel out 1 cup of coffee or tea or pre-workout.
Okay.
Up to 3 cups of water to cancel out 1 cup of caffeine. To just start the day with 0 cups of water, just to negate it. So if we are abusing, like overusing caffeine to stay awake, we might actually be further dehydrating our body, and some of that low energy might not be low calories, it will just be dehydration.
Bars. I feel like you're attacking me personally about the caffeine talk, but no, it's good. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Awesome. So that is a short little video on hydration with plenty of gems in there, I find. In fact, throughout the video, I even decided to learn, and if you couldn't tell, I had to get her to stop to hear a few things back to back. But if you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to be coming up with a few more of these, so we will see you guys in the next one. What's going on, ITD Academy? We forgot to clap. See, this is why I got you, and you look so disappointed.
I was like waiting for it. I was like,
did I even start? Oh, I did record. Okay, perfect. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's why I have you here. After I even said, oh, I almost forgot, and then I forgot.
Which one of us has concussions?
I have a permanent one, unfortunately. What's going on, IT Academy? My tongue got a little dry there, a little too dry. Swag. PVL Goal Series, baby.
Do we clap again or no?
No, we don't gotta clap. I was looking at you. I could feel that you were trying to tell me something. Okay, ready?